Hello folks, welcome back to Fix It with FC. Today, something a little different. What coins should we collect or, as they say, stack for a possible collapse of the financial system in the United States? So I have some examples here and we're going to run through all of them and you can make your decision. Now, if you are a coin collector, okay, and that's your thing that you want to do, what I do is I collect the valuable coins only in, now there are several companies, but I use PCGS slabbed coins. That way there is, when you go to sell them, there's no interpretation of the condition. And that would be these right here. Okay, now, are they going to be barterable in a collapse? I would say you wouldn't want to get rid of them, and I don't think you would get what the true value of what they are worth if you had to barter them. Now, we have some examples here. These are three other examples. Now, these are American Eagles. Why do I have them? They are in 1 ounce increments, rounds. They are very barterable, or at least I believe they will be, in a collapse. Very, very recognizable too. But you have to understand is we are not going to know what the value of this is going to be, and you're going to deal with some very unsavory persons. Now, they do say you can't eat gold and silver, which is true. And I have a little sayings, basically, that food and water will be the next gold and silver, which could come to fruition. Now, these are, I guess, the number one. They're American. We live in America, and they're very recognizable. Okay, the next would be these. Now, I believe they're about $8.50 each as we speak today. And definitely, again, they're very recognizable. You can get those, the $half, and you can get quarters or dimes, all silver, pre-64. Now, the reason you would get these, and my reason, is I use this as a transaction. Okay, what do I mean by that? That means that each one of them, to me, is going to serve me as a transaction in a collapse. Being is that one, as we speak now, $1 half silver is about $8.50. So that in my head, I can figure out how I have 20 transactions right there. And so on. More for dimes, a little less for quarters. Okay? Now, this is another thing that I picked up. These are, I don't know if you can see it clearly enough, they're 1 gram maple leafs. They're very tiny, and I keep them in this sleeve. They come in an assay pack, okay? But you have to pay more per gram for something like this. But if you think about it, if gold goes to, let's just take a hypothetical figure. If gold goes to 5,000 or 10,000 an ounce, and you walk into your, say, your grocery store is bartering, or your big box store is bartering, and you go in with a 1 ounce gold maple leaf worth $5,000 or $10,000, you know, just we're taking an example. Are you going to take store credit during a collapse because you're not going to be able to spend that much money on a shopping trip? Maybe initially. But if you think about it, these offer you a little bit of a bonus by being able to barter in smaller amounts. Okay, now these being Canadian maple leaves, I still believe they are very recognizable in our country. And again, you'll have to deal with people you really don't want to deal with. Now, what do I say when I mean that? Now, during a collapse, I call it, there's going to be two kinds of collapses. The first one is going to be when there is civil unrest. And believe me, all of this is going to do you absolutely no good in civil unrest, because you will not be able to deal with those form of people. Now, if there is what I coined as a structured collapse, which means basically the whole country gets into a bartering mode, per se. You go to the grocery store, you have signs where you have to take your precious metals, your gold and your silver, to the rear of the store and get, food credit, store credit, and then you shop with that. Okay? Now that would be a structured collapse. But will that happen? I don't believe so, folks. I believe it would be more of a panic situation, just like during the last incident. And if you remember that, I mean, I went to a big box store and basically all the meat was cleared out. So what is the best? Let's get right down to it. What is the best, okay? These are going to be good if you're just a coin collector, okay? Now, do they go up and down? Yes, but it's not like raw gold and silver, okay? Now, for a collector to, protect your money, it might be a good idea, but it's not going to be a good barterable item, in my opinion. Now, these and that and the gold will definitely be barterable. I still am a fan of U.S. constitutional 90% silver. I feel it offers you the best protection and the easiest way to barter, which is just my opinion at this point. I do not give financial advice. So, making this a little short today, basically, I feel everybody has three choices here, and depending on your assets, how much you want to protect, I feel that gold 1 ounce and above is for just protecting your assets. And gold below in fractional is going to be used for bartering. Okay, folks, what do you think? Leave a comment below. Please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon. And please give me a like. It goes a long way to supporting the channel.